Hey everyone, James Reeves, TFBTV here at SIG NEXT. I'm with my buddy Mason. You guys have seen him on the program before, probably. We are looking at the SIG 226X. Now let me tell you, the SIG 226, one of my most favorite handguns of all time. I still have a West Germany 1988 JJ date code. You know, I shot this and it's like, it's the same, but it's not. It's better. You guys made some improvements. Basically, this is a modern day 226. I mean, the 226 came out in the mid-late 70s. This is the improved version, like basically 50 years later.
Absolutely.
What have we done?
Well, this is the most modernized and modularized P226 we've ever made. So the new 226X Legion is going to come as seen. It's very much restylized. It's going to come in two different trigger groups and in two different sizes. So we have a carry version and a full-size version at 4.2 and 3.8 inches respectively on the barrel length, and some new trigger systems that are pretty cool. Sticking with some of the X5 geometry in the frame, so we can take X5 parts and is theoretically reconfigurable to put a DA parts or single action only parts within the same frame.
Yeah, so what about original 226? Number one, holster compatibility. Yes. I imagine that's not an issue.
No, it's not.
These are going to be optic ready,
yes,
right?
They come optic ready. These ones, as you can see, are configured with some of our new Pro footprint optics that would take our SIG lock tech. So they'll all be Pro compatible, and they all will be optics ready.
What is a SIG lock tech, Mason?
The new SIG lock tech is essentially our new footprint from SIG, where we're taking similar to our old duty style, Pro style footprint, but putting bosses on the optic and sockets to accept those bosses on the slide to give you a little bit better lockup, and some taper technology in there as well that locks in the optic onto the slide a lot more securely without just relying on, you know, screws that are subject to a lot of shear force.
That sounds to me like it's proprietary. Do I have to buy a SIG optic?
You absolutely do not. So all of our slides, because they're cut for the bosses, it's not really a big deal if the optic doesn't have them. You know, if you have your SIG Pro, or I'm sorry, your SIG lock optic, it has to go on a SIG lock slide, but all of these slides can take other Pro cut footprints.
This is going to use, what, G10 grips?
Yep, it takes G10 grips, which are stylized with our Legion logo on there. Some of the controls have been enhanced as well, so it has the same classic SAO manual safety. We've redesigned the slide catch quite a bit on this SAO model, and I can fetch one of the double action units that we have over there, but we've made quite a bit of improvements to those as well.
Now we've got the DASA, and again, this is one where it almost felt like shooting with like a classic 226 with like a performance trigger enhancement or something.
Absolutely, yeah. So the new trigger geometry is kind of like a semi-straight curve geometry here. It is by far the best trigger a double action trigger we've ever put in a 226. It's going to be about roughly in the neighborhood of 9 pounds. So it breaks with very little creep. It's very smooth front to back, roughly 3 or 4 pounds off of our conventional double action pull, and a single action pull that comes in at roughly 3 pounds with a very impressive reset that folks should be pretty excited to get out there and shoot.
Yeah, I mean, again, I love the 226, so seeing these improvements come to this platform. Also, undercut too, right?
It is, yeah, it's undercut, so it's got a super deep undercut for where your knuckle goes under the trigger guard, just like our legacy 226 Legion pistols. It has checkering on the underside where your support hand would lock up, as well as in the front side of the trigger guard. If you're one of those nerds that likes to hang your finger out in the front.
Well, Mason, let me ask you this. I know right now this is like an X Legion thing.
Yep.
Are all of these modifications ever going to be introduced, say, across the 226 line? Is this going to supplant the classic 226?
Well, never say never. A lot of this stuff we're obviously very excited about. We're hoping to see a lot of these same features come to new models. Can't necessarily speak for the PMs when it comes to what we're going to do in the future. Yeah. But you know, we're excited about a lot of these features, and we're hoping to continue to improve on it.
I mean, if I may, I know this isn't you saying it, it's me, but I mean, I would imagine we're going to see optics readiness and the undercut and all the other improvements that have been made, maybe the better trigger. Mm-hmm. It would be kind of cool to see that across the line. I think it's a possibility. I'm speculating. But and look, I'm not going to ask you for comment. You don't have to say anything. You're done, Mason. You're done. Guys, thank you so much for watching TFBTV. Make sure you stay tuned. We're bringing you more from SIG NEXT.